I have a confession to make, and this is going to be very hard for me to say. I've been hiding something since I've started uploading to YouTube, drawing Sonic fan art, and I feel like I've been hiding it for too long, and it's not fair to you guys, so I've decided to finally come clean and just be honest with you guys. I have never tried drawing Omega before. I don't know what it is. I think it's just, there's just something about the design of robot characters in the Sonic universe. Just all these like little intricate details. Over the years, I've purposely avoided drawing the robot characters, such as Omega, for example. I remember a couple years ago when I did my October drawing challenge, I drew Metal Sonic, and looking back at it, it did not look that good. And I feel like after that drawing, I've just not had the confidence in myself to draw any robot characters or machines for that matter. But for this video, I'm going out of my comfort zone and I'm going to attempt to draw E123 Omega for the first time. Wish me luck. All right, so I didn't want to overwhelm myself too much, so I just chose this pretty basic pose because, as I said, this is the first time I'm doing this. So I guess what I'll do first, I'm just gonna draw a line. Great way to start, right? Just draw a line. You're doing good, bud. You're doing good. Keep going. No, we're gonna kind of draw like the top part of his body first here. Just like the general shape of it. It's just kind of like a rectangle. And then we're just gonna draw this part right here, which is like his belt. What even is this? Is this supposed to be a belt? Is this like a belt for robots? Or is it just like, I don't even know what this is. This already looks crooked. Oh my god, I'm already messing up, guys. Guys, this is not good. I'm already messing up. Oh my god. Okay. And then he's got like these football like shoulder pad type things here. So then the other one comes out like this, and then another one comes out like this. Okay, that's something. And then this part comes up like this. His eyes are kind of shaped like this, sort of. Maybe not that angular. There we go. We'll bring this part up like this, and come around like this, and then come down like that. I can kind of start seeing the Omega coming out of this sketch now, so that helps out a little bit. Now his hands, oh boy, this is gonna be a doozy for me. This is starting to get into those tiny little shapes that I was referring to in my intro there. All right, so there's a circle here. That's not the hard part. It's around like this, and then I'll draw the spikes after, but I think I just want to get the general like shape of his hand here. He's got like these giant robot claws. Yep. All right. Things, the art is arting right now. The art is arting. I don't know if this is just me, but I feel like it's like a general like consensus around the Sonic art community that the robot characters are very difficult. I don't know if that's just me or if other Sonic artists feel that way. Y'all can let me know in the comments if you want. I've definitely felt this type of way for a long time. I gotta shrink it down again. Oh my goodness, how tiny do I have to draw this robot boy? Golly. Yeah, I don't know if it's just like a me thing. I don't know if other artists have felt this way. I've seen a couple artists express similar frustrations with drawing the robot characters, so I feel like I'm not alone. Oh god, these fingers, man. I already feel like this is so bad. I gotta overcome my self-doubt though. I gotta power through. Just power through. You're undefeatable, Jake. You're undefeatable. You can throw me to the wolves, cause I am undefeatable. Alright, so I don't think that's too bad for the hand shape. I don't need to go like super detailed right now. Like I can save that for later, but I just wanted to get like the general polygon shapes of of his fingers here. Dang, that was just one arm. I totally forgot that he has two. How could I forget? Now this arm, you can clearly see like the You can clearly see the ball. I don't know what else you would call that. It's like ball and socket joints for robots. Maybe they just call it ball and socket. I feel like, did I draw his arms like too long? Maybe it's just because I haven't drawn like his torso and his legs yet, but his arms don't look like they should be this long. Hold on. I think before I draw this arm, I'm gonna draw like his legs and stuff first. I don't even want to know what this is supposed to be. It's in a not very friendly place. Go down, this goes down like this. You know what I think I did? I think I drew his shoulders like way too small. I feel like they need to be longer so that the arms can be a bit further away from his body. I feel like that's where I'm kind of like messing up right now. You know what I also think? I don't think I drew his torso wide enough either. I'm like messing up on all fronts right now. This is not good. this is not good at all. Hold on. I think when I drew that center line, it kind of threw off my groove a little bit, if you will. Let me bring this down. All right, so now I think if I draw this other shoulder here, but now I think I drew this one too small. Oh my, this is like a balancing act right now. This is like trying to find like the perfect balance and harmony between these two shoulder pad robot things. Okay, I think now we're good. Now I think we're good. So his arm would be kind of starting right there, and this part comes down like this. All right, I think this is starting to look a little bit better. Rolling around at the speed of sound, got places to go, gotta follow my robot. And essentially just look like, I don't even know, like a bunch of little eyebrows is probably the best way to describe it. The art is kind of lukewarm arting right now. All right, let me go back to drawing his whatchamacallit here. These like, what are these? They just call them flaps? What are these? What do you call these body parts of a robot? I don't even know. I really gotta practice drawing robots more often, man. They're just so difficult. Like, they just are. Hopefully after this video I've gotten at least a little bit better, but I guess at the end of the day, even if I'm just trying, I feel like that's good in a sense. It's just like life, you know, and just trying new experiences. You may not like it, but I think as long as you at least try, then that's the real joy in it, right? I don't know. This is the J Creative YouTube channel. We try not to get too deep here. We try not to get too philosophical. All right, here we go. So this is kneecap thingy-mabopper. Heart comes down like this, and then this comes over like that. Now his feet are kind of a odd shape, I would say. So they kind of come out like this. Maybe I need to. Yeah, I'm gonna draw this first, actually. So there's like a rectangle here, and this part kind of comes out like this, and these all come out like this. We're not talking about this, or this, or this. We're talking about this. Okay, so then this part comes down like that, and this comes over like that. Ooh, okay, all right. This is looking good. All right. That's not bad. That's not bad, I don't think. That's pretty good. I will say he's looking a little too tall, or maybe that's just my eyes fooling me. No, actually, yeah. I think up here, I drew like this top part a little bit too long. I'm gonna bump this up a couple notches. Like right there, right there. Yeah. All right, let's try the other leg. This comes down like this, and then up like that, and then this part kind of does like a wraparound, do a little wraparound like so. That, okay, yeah, that time I drew this a little bit too long, so let me shorten that. Now this angle of the foot here, much more flat-footed, so we get a pretty nice angle actually for being able to actually clearly see what his feet actually look like. Getting a clear view of Omega's feet. Oh my gosh. Does he show his feet pics on only robots? God, I do not want to know. I don't want to know. All right, so this is like the basic kind of shell here, the basic robot shell. Let's add some more details now. Let's get those nice beady robot eyes in here. How about that? You know what his eyes remind me of? For all my cat owners, have you ever like been in a dark room and all of a sudden you just see like two little lights looking at you and then it just ends up being your cat? This is kind of giving the same energy right now. Divider things right here. I don't really know what these are supposed to be, but they're here, so we need to draw them. And then he's got like this thing going on in the middle of his face right here. Got this right here. All right. Now let's add some more details in his head. And we got ourselves a nice little Omega head. Let's go. And he's got like whatever this thing is right here. I don't really know what this is supposed to be. What functional purpose this serves for Omega, I don't really know. But I guess it looks kind of cool. Maybe it's just aesthetic purposes. Down about right here is where it looks like it gets cut off a little bit. Add that, and then this kind of comes down like that to make it look more three-dimensional. He's got these details on his chest, or whatever this is called, chest plate, top body. I don't know. I'm just gonna call it by human body parts, because I'm gonna just melt my brain trying to think of what the robot equivalent would be called. One thing I've also started doing like literally last night that I found has been really helpful when doing sketches. Try not to lift my pen off of my tablet too much. I feel like there's like a psychological thing where if you lift your pen too much when sketching, your brain starts to like overthink every little movement that your hand makes. Like everything needs to be just absolutely pixel perfect. But I find that when I don't lift my hand up as frequently, I feel like not only do I sketch quicker, but I feel like overall it just looks nicer. I don't know if anyone else has felt like that whenever they've done sketches before, but I literally, again, like I said, I've literally started doing this last night. I was like cruising working on a Super Orco sketch, cruising, and I was kind of surprised that I was able to finish that sketch in one night. So it's a game changer in my opinion. You guys should try it out if you guys find yourself struggling on the sketching portion of drawing. Look at Omega, man. What a stud. What a stud. What a stud with the studs. Bro probably got these studs from Shadow's studded emo belt. You know, I actually tweeted about this earlier today. Do you guys think that once 2025 rolls around and the fearless year of Shadow's over, do you guys think that Sega's just not gonna release anything Shadow related for the entirety of 2025? They're like, oh, we exhausted all of our Shadow resources this year. We gotta give them like a 2-year-long vacation. I think I didn't draw this thumb as long as I probably should have, so I just elongated it a little bit more. Oh, great heavens, that was only one hand. I still have a whole nother one to do. All right, well, let me take a break from hands. Let's move on to like this belt thing here. There's like a little gap here, first of all, so I'm gonna just kind of draw that, and then there's like this like plate thing right here for like his stomach, it looks like, or something like that. I don't really know. We'll bring this down like that, and then there's this part right here, and then something like that. And then there's like whatever this design is right here. I'm assuming this is just like aesthetic purposes. I don't think this means anything unless there's some Omega lore that I'm missing out on. And it's actually not looking as bad as I originally thought that it was gonna look. I know I wasn't exactly super confident at the start of the video, but I think as I've kind of been working, it's actually not been too bad right now, I will say. So many polygons in this robot's feet, my goodness. Bro's got OG PS1 graphics for feet. I swear, with all these polygons that I gotta draw here. I will say one thing about the tip I gave earlier with not picking up your hand as much when you sketch. I feel like it cramps much easier when you draw like that though. So you gotta sacrifice your own hand health for how good you want the art piece to look. They talk about athletes sacrificing their bodies. Nah, artists sacrifice their bodies too, man. Really just our hands, but it's still a sacrifice nonetheless. I need to make this flap here look a lot more 3D. I did not do a good job in the base sketch, so we gotta go through. Oh, I just realized he has like these like hook things. The shape honestly kind of reminds me of the chains on Vector's gold necklace. They kind of have like a similar shape. It's like half of it. I will say, because my Sonic OC has this sort of diamond shape in his headband, I'd like to say I'm pretty good at drawing 3D diamonds by now. I mean, to be fair, they're not super complicated to draw in the first place. You just draw a 2D diamond and then just draw some lines inside of it to make it look like it's pointing in a certain direction. All right. I think we're just about done. I think it's just a matter of adding some of the more little details in here now. Like, for example, the Omega sign that goes right here, hence the name E123 Omega. Oh, I forgot, it doesn't close there, it just goes like this. Oh my god, mine looks so bad compared to the original. I'm just talking about the Omega. I think the sketch in general looks pretty good, but that Omega sign did not turn out quite how I wanted it to. It needs to be like closed more in the center like this, I think. We'll bring this in more, and then this comes down, and then this goes like this, and then this will go like this. And I think that looks better, right? Okay, that looks a little bit better. That's probably as good as I'm probably gonna get it to be. And then I'm gonna shrink this just because I think it's hugging the top of his wing a little bit too tightly there. And then I'm just gonna add some little shading and coloring in here just because, you know, why not? Make it look a little nicer, I guess. So, yeah, this is my first attempt ever at drawing Omega, and I've got to say, I think I surprised myself a little bit. Obviously, it's not perfect. I think the proportions might be slightly off, and I probably could have done a little bit of a better job at drawing the details, but I think for a first time, it is pretty solid, at least in my opinion. I don't really feel like outlining and coloring it, to be completely honest. That's why I kind of just did the scribble shading. But I think in general, actually just doing this is kind of boosting my confidence a little bit in drawing robot characters. So I may have to draw them a little bit more often than I have in the past. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I might do some more videos like this with some other characters that I haven't drawn before, like maybe Methylis would be another one to do in the future. Let me know in the comments if you guys would love to see more videos like that, and make sure you guys hit that like button. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. And that's about it. See ya.